What's going on, everyone? It's the true Geordie. Back again. I'm not very well today, can you tell? And this is the football hangover, not the Arsenal hangover. I know a few of you have been mentioning that lately. Cut us some slack. How the fuck am I going to talk about football without talking about that bunch of nutjobs? No offence, Arsenal fans. You're a good laugh, good crack. But the thing is, whack jobs. Absolute whack jobs, man. I mean, motherfucker. Back in my day, when teams were doing bad, you know, you'd see the odd protest when they were getting relegated or bottom five looking like they're getting relegated. You might even see the odd horse punched. Not naming any names of fans. But, you know, usually it's just the odd shitty hashtag, the odd nut job like me on the YouTube, and the odd Facebook page. Do you know what I mean? Not Arsenal, no. They like to have it out in the sky. Fuck's sake. Oh shit, man. Who the fuck argues using aeroplanes, lads? I'm not being funny, but I used to feel sorry for Arsenal fans that they were the highest paying season ticket holders and weren't getting the success of some of the other clubs. I've stopped feeling sorry. If you lot can afford to argue through aeroplanes, they get fucked. I mean, to be fair to them, they waited until they were in Birmingham because the airspace is cheaper there. So much like Arsene Wenger, they know how to spot a bargain. But honestly, what the actual fuck? I mean, just when I think Arsenal can't get any more mental, they get a little bit more mental. Do you know what I mean? Oh, fucking hell. Now, we don't know who flew the planes, all right? I'm starting to feel like George Bush here for a second. But if you listen carefully, there is an artist impression going around. Check it out. And if you do know who it was, make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel. Now, Arsenal lost against West Brom 3-1, and unlike the Bayern Munich game where you could say, it's world class to win it, Bayern Munich, you can't say that. West Brom are not world class. We all fucking know that at this point. And when Dawson headed in from the first goal, the writing was on the fucking wall. Why was Ramsey ball watching? I mean, if that's your man, go with him at least. He storms in. Ramsey looked like a fucking ghost. And that could be said for most of the Arsenal team. They downed tools in this match big time. And this is the point in the season where Arsenal are usually full steam ahead. They're in second, third, fourth gear, trying to get top position, which is why they always get fourth. In this game, they look like they were in reverse, mate. And that should really worry Arsenal fans. There was a few flashes of brilliance, like when Xhaka plays it into Alexis Sanchez, sticks it in the top corner. That was great. But then, just when they'd normally kick on, down tools again. Well, it's pointless, lads. I mean, this is not what you expect from an Arsenal team at this point in the season. Robson Kanu scores to make it 2-1 from shambolic Arsenal defending. Embarrassing. That I'd expect that from my team, Newcastle. A lot of Arsenal fans, when they hear me slag off Arsenal, oh, will you support Newcastle? Aye. And I'd expect that from my team. And they're a bunch of useless cunts at times as well. So, don't fucking think I'm just criticising because I'm trying to be a cunt. Because I'm not, believe me. And that third goal. I mean, talk about not learning your lesson. The first one was identical. All right, there's the biggest, best aerial threat that West Bromwich Albion have got. So why don't we take Ramsey off him? Who do we stick on him? Oxlade-Chamberlain. Fucking hell, man. Embarrassing, lads. It's just absolutely embarrassing. 3-1. Shocker. And if I was Wenger, I'd be very, very worried because the writing is on the wall for a manager when players down tools, and they have fucking officially down tools for that cunt. So Thierry Henry comes out after the game and defends Wenger and says, stop hiding behind Arsene Wenger. Pull the fucking shit on and carry it like you're anything better than mediocre, because right now that's all you're playing like. And fair play to him. But right now, they're also only 7 points ahead of West Brom. They are mediocre right now. It's embarrassing. However, one bit of good news is, if you count the planes, it was 3-3. Now, in all seriousness though, I do feel for Arsene Wenger because he loves that club. He's given so much of his life to that club. But a lot of the fans do feel like it's time to go. And usually when you play us down tools, the writing's on the fucking wall. However, if he does decide to stay, may I suggest an alternative way of announcing it? Next time Arsenal are plane flies over the Emirates, and I am staying, bitches. Whatever you want, Wenger. You do whatever you want, but I think that's the best way to do it. In other news, Manchester United are finally out of 6th place. It must feel good, does it, Man United fans? It reminds us of when I finally lost my virginity. And much like that, it was because of other people's fuck-ups. And I looked at this game and I thought to myself, Borough are awful. It's an easy game. And that's exactly what it was, to be honest with you. Marouane Fellaini scored. That shows how bad Middlesbrough are. And they're getting relegated. I'm calling it now. They are going down. Lingard did score an absolute fucking banger. That was a really good goal. Kind of spoilt it with whatever that was. I don't know what the celebration was about. Tell us. I've got no idea, mate. And also, Gusted did pull one back. Man United almost made a game out of it, but then Valdez had other ideas. He did the best Stevie G impersonation ever. He slips over, he's even crawling just like Gerrard, but Valencia bangs it in the back of the net to make it 3-1. And right now, it looks like it's probably going to be between Man United and Liverpool for that top 4 final place. And I'm looking at them thinking, Liverpool at their best have definitely been better than Man United have been at their best this season. However, consistency probably give the edge to Man United. Speaking of Liverpool, they took on Man United's local rivals Man City in a game at the Etihad that finished 1-1, but it could have been 3-3 before the first goal went in. For a 1-1, this had everything. Entertainment, all-out action, controversy. Now, the first goal did actually come from a penalty. Firmino brought down in the box, ex-Man City man, who Man City fans seem to hate, because apparently he's been a bit disrespectful about the club since leaving. He sticks it in the bottom corner to make it 1-0 to Liverpool. Then, not long after that, Kevin De Bruyne crosses it into Sergio Aguero to make it 1-1. There was a couple of big chances after that. You've got the big one for De Bruyne who hit the post, and Lallana, it fell to him on a fucking plate, mate. How did you... He didn't even miss the chance, mate. He missed the fucking ball. That poor bastard. It's ironic because he does kind of look a bit like my mate Spencer Owen. Check him out on YouTube if you haven't. And he also seems to finish like him right now, to be honest. That was fucking shocking. However, there was a bit of controversy, a penalty decision that probably should have went Man City's way, it didn't, and it ended 1-1. Now, you're looking at Man City. They are deserving of some criticism this season. Pep Guardiola came in with a huge reputation, Barcelona this, Bayern Munich that. Now you've got to do it without a team that aren't already the world's greatest. And he struggled. Let's fucking be honest. He spent a fuck ton of money. He's went out against Monaco. He's not even like he went out against Bayern or Barca or Real. He went out against fucking Monaco. No excuses for that. He hasn't delivered the Premier League either. And blatantly, he's got an issue with how to fucking defend. And in order to deflect all of the blame, he's come out and said John Stones is a great player. John Stones has got bigger balls than anyone. All right, mate. Well, clearly you haven't seen me after a few days without a wank. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Chelsea and Spurs both won to keep themselves at number 1 and 2 in the league table, respectively. Chelsea beat Stoke 2-1 away. Spurs beat Southampton 2-1 at home. And they both had things to overcome. Adversity. But like all men, do you know what I mean? Occasionally, you're going to struggle to keep it up. Do you know? No, it's alright, lads. We've all been there. Do you know what I mean? You're talking to me now. It's alright. We've all been there. And Chelsea delivered. Spurs delivered. And I usually deliver. I've had me odd moment, I'm not going to lie. For fuck's sake. Now, Cahill gave away the penalty for Chelsea, but he redeemed himself by scoring at the end of the game. And we all like to redeem ourselves, lads. Am I right? Yeah? Spurs, they didn't really have much redemption to go through in this game. You know, they were without Harry Kane, Chelsea without Eden Hazard. Both of them had a bit of shit to get through, but they both got through it. And that is the sign of class teams. Now, I want to concentrate on Spurs for a second. You look at them. Spurs, all right, they had the Gareth Bale money, but they haven't spent what Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Man City have spent, Arsenal have spent. They haven't spent that kind of money. But now, Spurs are a top 3 team. Last season they were, all right, they fucked it up at the end. This season, they're probably going to finish in the top 3, even without Harry Kane. That deserves some respect. Pochettino deserves some respect. Spurs now are a top 3 team. Official. And speaking of the number 3, one team that definitely doesn't like the number 3, West Ham. They keep conceding 3. I don't know why. I don't know. They just literally, they did against Bournemouth. I was like, all right, it was a one-off. It happens, it happens. Leicester, 2-0 down, 7 minutes gone, mate. How can you start a game like that? Like, literally, West Ham were probably the better team in this game. But when you're starting 2-0 down, you might as well jack it in, man. Fucking hell. They have to be one of the worst sets of defences in the Premier League. And speaking of worse, I can't mention the word worse without talking about Sunderland, who are clearly the worst team in the Premier League. I've had a few drinks. Honestly, they are shite though, aren't they? Like, literally, Newcastle, I was thinking to myself, well, we'll get promoted, we'll have a couple of derbies, beat them a couple of times, and then send the fuckers packing. We're not even going to see them. Sorry, I'll catch you later, lads. I'll see you later. It's really bad. Sunderland, you're fucked. You've got to admit. Now, as for Wanker of the Week, we've got to get on to that. And I'm going to have to give it to Pep Guardiola. I mean, he came with the big reputation. Oh, I've got this, I've done that. You know, Messi, the Barcelona team, European champion so many times. Right, this is it. Man City, he's going to conquer England. Is he? Fuckers. Like, not this year anyway. And to be fair, it's March. And his season's over. Not winning the Premier League, not winning the Champions League. Done. See you later, mate. You are this week's Wanker of the Week. If there's anything you want to talk about, get in the comments below. We have some of the best football commentary going in my comments. So thanks for that, lads. Don't forget to like the video. Stay subscribed to the True Geordie YouTube channel. And I'll see you later.